Let's jump to the war here. Today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle playing as the Golden Order. We're getting a lot of Golden Order battles coming in lately. Playing as the Golden Order, going up against Dryker. She's bringing nearly 2 full stacks. And we're defending Kappelberg, which is owned by Reichland. And we're backing them up in this situation here. Now, there's an easy way to solve this, and there's a hard way to solve it. And the guy is opting for the hard way. But just explaining real quickly what the easy way would be is just by declining the attack. The settlement would get occupied or blown up or something, but our army will be fine. And there's a decent chance that they won't be able to launch the attack on the rest of our army here, allowing us to instead attack them next turn and actually put the item on the Death Wizard so that you can have unlimited winds of magic. Also, with these forces here, the loss of these troops, which we can't do anything about saving them, they're doomed. The loss of these forces works against us in terms of inflicting the army losses. So this is not a help whatsoever. Decisive defeat and auto resolve, everything's max battle difficulty. Let's jump in and read out the email while it's loading up. So he says, I only returned to the Empire about 20 turns ago to help them in defeating Vlad, who had taken Nuln, and most Empire factions were on the run from one threat or another. I sorted out Vlad easily enough, and 1 turn ago I started attacking Dryker. I took Kappelberg from her and returned it to Karl Franz, only for Dryker to return over the end turn with 2 full stacks, and when I try to help the settlement, my army, which is only beginning to become a Wizard Doomstack, gets absolutely thrashed. Its Engineer Lord was meant to be temporary, so as I respect another Lord, but forgot to attach him. So this one is still on foot. Okay. So, can't really do anything until our reinforcements come in. But we have no melee capabilities whatsoever. And so we have to rely entirely on magic. Which is fine if we had unlimited winds of magic, which we don't. Now we've got a lot of magic, but do we have enough to take out 2 full stacks? Especially when we're probably going to have to wipe out most of them because these guys here are going to work against us. Not unless we do something that really makes our magic really efficient. We need to make sure that their forces blob up so that I can use basically 1 or 2 really powerful spells and just get rid of most of their non-single entity units. Now, as for their single entity units, we should get rid of them first. I think we've got a flying death spellcaster, so Dryker should be easy to get rid of, and the Tree Lord less so, but we will need to. The cave bats are going to be a bit of a problem, but we should be faster than them. Now, as for our Lord, if he's on foot, I'll probably just need to withdraw him from the battlefield straight away, because he could otherwise get killed or withdrawn at a bad opportune time. I could bring him over to here so that he'll be hidden, but they'll probably go searching for us, so best just get him off the battlefield. He's got no value to us. We've definitely got some wizards on horseback. I don't think any of them are on foot. So we get the horseback ones into the forest. We should have enough time to do that before they start getting over here. And try to get them around the back this way through the forest. But yeah, just get him off the battlefield straight away. And while that's going on, send Death Wizard to go and kill their single entities. Then once the single entities are dealt with, and the leadership penalty from our Lord disappears, Lord Fleeing disappears, then what we want to do is get into melee on the ground, and hopefully they blob up. Yeah, just withdraw him. Right, so this guy here is flying. Alright, Dryker will be over there because she was not actually the attacking lord. And then as for all these other ones, get them over here, but the flying lords, they'll need to be controlled with 2. We don't want to keep them near the forest because otherwise it's just going to give away their position. This guy's a bit damaged. Looks like our leadership is shit. So there's a -12 modifier outside of the Lord fled recently, so our leadership is pretty bad. Okay, yeah, we'll have to get rid of the Feral Manticore. Luckily, it seems this army here is on forced march, so at least they're going to be reasonably tired. Have to get rid of that. Do we have 200% spell intensity? Yep, okay, that's good. But luckily, we should be faster than them. So yeah, get them in over here. Just go around, long way here. They'll do a tiny little bit of damage to them, but their contribution in this battle is nothing, basically. Oh man, watch out. They're just going to shoot at us.
Going this way.
Okay, seems like those bats really want to fight. We are definitely faster than them, though. Just got to be very careful, because it's not exactly a huge map. And if we suffer too many leadership penalties while this is going on, then we're going to have a hard time. I don't think we should use Purple Sun in here. It's a spell that costs too much Winds of Magic. Now, a spell that would be alright against the bats would actually be Melkoth Mystifying Being Outside. So, like I said, don't worry about trying to save them. Not going to risk our wizard army to save the garrison. Risk it to save the settlement, but not the garrison. I don't think they've got any life magic, so they're not going to heal from any of this. Just be careful about them shooting us. Good, they shot their own bats a little bit. That's a nice blob. Let me just see. I think this guy here, 9 Winds of Magic, this one, 12. Okay, we should definitely be using this one here for the spell casting. Oh, that's a really nice blob over there, by the way. But I also need to heal him. This guy's flying, though. They're actually all hidden. So I do find that overcasting Dwellers Below is more effective than non-overcasting it. Plus, we may not get another opportunity like this. Good. Getting rid of their archers early like this, that's great. Man, that's fucking them up big time. They get back in the forest. Very nice.
Ready for war!
Bring them in. Yep.
Moving. Yes. Death comes.
Does anyone have regrowth? You do. 7 Winds of Magic. Okay, we're no longer suffering from that leadership penalty, so maybe just chill for a moment. Just be careful about these bats. Because a single Melkoth should absolutely wreck them. I'd rather not get into melee with them, even though we beat the bats, but what the problem is that the Manticore will come in because we'll be pinned down. Oh, god damn. Man, that 200% spell intensity, that did even better than I thought it would. So it doesn't seem like this guy here is stalking just yet.
Death comes.
We've also got to watch out for anything that's got fear and terror, which is basically everything. Because yeah, our leadership's not great. If we get surrounded by too many units, we will just suffer leadership penalties. Which is fine if we're in the middle of the map. But if we're at the very edge here, that's obviously very bad.
Set off. Death's door knocks. Moving.
Okay, just get rid of the last of these Deepwood Scouts because a single cast of that spell is not very expensive. Okay, so they're blobbed up over there. I'm going to go for it. Just really want to get rid of their archers. Because that also suffers a bit of a leadership penalty when you're getting shot at. But obviously we're spending our money reasonably quickly at the moment.
Join those who dwell beyond.
Killed off Trike yet either. I've still got to go get that other Tree Man Lord, who we'd actually be able to see him. I think he's stalking, but we would be able to see him based on the aura around him. I just can't see it at the moment. Can overcast this to get a bit of extra range, but I don't think it's worth the extra 2 Winds of Magic, especially since we need to be somewhat sparing. Because if we run out of magic without inflicting the army losses, we lose. Just straight up. It's over. Have to get rid of the Manticore before we get into this blob. Has to be done. How are we going for tiredness? We're good, we're good.
On foot.
I didn't want to have to do that. That's a bit of a waste of Winds of Magic, but it would suck to lose a wizard. Yeah, bats on their own, not that big of a deal. All they're there for is to pin us down. So that's all the magic we got left. So we've used up a little bit under half so far. And the bounce power is not horrendous. It was horrendous, but it's not so bad now. That's another thing. If we want to inflict the army losses, we've essentially already suffered a lot of casualties. Look, 11 out of 822. We don't have many troops left. And that's why these garrisons were not helpful. But we got to make sure that our army is healthy so that we can actually inflict the army losses. The earlier we inflict the army losses, the less magic I'll need to wipe them out. The less of them that I need to wipe out. I like it. But yeah, that Death Wizard item would have been really handy. So this is 4 Winds of Magic. So it's probably more cost effective to use Spirit Leech on them, just because of the refunded Winds of Magic that we get. So we got another Death Wizard, and it's only 4 wins for him. So same cost, it's just that the life leeching actually makes it way less expensive. But like I said, I got to get rid of the bats because they are annoying us in the sky, and I need aerial superiority. So it's good to see that these Great Hawks got fucked up by the garrison, at least somewhat, because I don't think I did that to them. One advantage though to Melkoth is it actually slows units down as well.
Their minds are mine. Depart.
These ones are reasonably quick, but we're running out of magic. I can't keep this up. I got to get a nice big blob to go on, and I haven't even got rid of Dryka yet. And that one there causes poison. No, that's just giant wolves. So I said we definitely don't have that much Winds of Magic. I'm wondering if I should have used those 2 Dwellers Below before. Plus there's that Lord. Because the thing is, if we run out of magic before the single entities have been killed, and it doesn't... I need you to go up to Dryka. And we haven't inflicted the army losses, then we can't really rely on these ones here to do that much in melee. Yeah, there's a lot to overcome here, and yeah. Okay, that's where he is. Okay. Okay, so they do actually have a life wizard. Let's focus on getting rid of Dryka first, because that'll probably get rid of this Manticore as well, since its leadership is low. And I think that's just 2 casts to get rid of her. Okay, them being tied was also not an advantage for us, obviously not, because we need every little bit of leadership that we can get. So, but I need them to back off, and those giant wolves, they're woodsmen, aren't they? Yes, the Strider actually. So I'm not going to have to turn around and fight them unless I use some more magic, which I can't justify. I can beat them in melee. Okay, this will get rid of Dryka and hopefully get rid of this one. These wizards here if we can. This one's a little bit slower than the other ones. Okay, so Dryka is gone. That's good. It doesn't seem like they've got any archers left. That's also good. So they won't suffer from that leadership penalty. Now, the next thing is that Lord, who is... Just looking... There he is. He's in that circle of influence. Bring him over here. Okay, I need to go back over there and try to save him. They're not doing much damage to him, but they're just pinning him down long enough for everyone else to get over there. Anyone got any... Ooh, okay, well that'll give us a little bit of wins. They're just gonna be coming. We're not suffering much damage at the moment. If I can actually get out of there. We don't want to get bogged down, especially with that tree man on the approach. I've got to get rid of him first before we start fighting. This light wizard. It might even be best to just let that one... No. Let that one leave the battlefield. Like, if it gets wrecked, it gets wrecked. Because it's slower than these other ones. It's falling behind. You shouldn't get army lost if that one leaves. And it's not really providing any value. Because it doesn't have evasion. And I think these ones here will do. So utilizing Spirit Leech, we're not using much winds. Oh god, these giant spiders came in hard and fast there. Okay, get away from this one. I haven't gotten rid of this Lord yet. So okay, how about we do a non-overcasted one of these? That should be enough to get rid of them. It's just that, you know, we're running low now. But all their fast units are a bit of a problem. Because if I could just get their fast units to fuck off. Okay, good. You go around this way. Get their fast units to fuck off, and we can pick and choose our engagements with a lot more care. I still want to heal as well. Again, we're low on magic. Got to kill that Tree Man Lord. Bounce power's even. But we won't beat them in melee, so I've got to get at least one more Dwellers Below off. Could use this as well. I think that Dwellers Below Overcasted is actually more powerful than Pit of Shades. Let's go. Yeah, come over here and try to get rid of these bats in the air. Okay, here he is. So he can't even hide in the forest thanks to this. Didn't get rid of that one. Oh, okay, terror out of that one off the battlefield. Whatever, it's fine. It's probably means it's going to take longer to get their army losses, but it was just too slow. Can't do anything to speed him up. That's worth doing. Here it is. So this one here is definitely a pain, but I don't think it's doing very much damage to this guy. It's doing a little bit here and there, just nipping at his heels. But I got to get rid of this Tree Man Lord. Once we've done that, then we can get down on the ground and everything should be fine. And I can just use up all the winds of magic and just hope we inflict the army losses. No, we're gonna have to fight that. No. We can just make it break before the bears get here because they're harder to get away from. And they're anti-large. Dwellers Below should still wreck them. Come on, get. Don't use Net of Ammontok. We need every drop of magic that we can get. Do you have a... No, someone... where'd he go? I'll deal with that in a moment. I've got to make sure these guys here don't leave the battlefield. Okay, where did he go? Okay, he's right there. Good. I can 2 more spell casts and he's gone. Yeah, problem is we're getting exhausted. So are they. Yeah, 1 more spell cast, he's gone. He did just heal himself though. So maybe it's still 2. Okay, they should be fine to fight that now. Again, away from them. Don't need to do that much more damage to get rid of that one, especially because they've already got a dead lord. Yeah, I don't think this is going to kill him. He's healed. Good. Just try to get that one off the battlefield, because we should be able to outrun the feral bears. Can use regrowth to... oh, good, we did it. Can use regrowth to restore fatigue, but I think that would be a mistake. Using a regrowth on all of them, we wouldn't have enough magic left. Alright, so with this one here, with it costing 14 winds of magic, do we have enough to get rid of all of these guys here? That's the big question. We need to get into the middle of the map and just get rid of like all their dryads in one go. 1 or 2 goes. Would probably also be a good idea to get a little bit of healing. Maybe good idea to get rid of these spiders as well. Because yeah, it's only 2 winds of magic. That's not too bad. All the single entities have been dealt with now. Alright, I don't really want to be fighting here, but I gotta get rid of these ones. Just checking for any more items. No, don't have anything. Good. Good, and that one did not do a hell of a lot of damage. Very good. Okay, so I would like to get into melee with the dryads, not the feral bears. Now, it'd be great to just army lost the feral bears and deal with them next turn.
This way.
But if the feral bears do want to come in to fight us, it'd be good if we're already stuck fighting the dryads, because the dryads are actually going to do the least amount of damage to us.
Death comes.
I think. Right, these two just move over to this one and this one. Move over to there. Heal them before I get into melee. Getting their attention. Okay, here we go. Bring them in. And this is it. This is where we stand our ground, wait for them to blob up around us before we pop down the spell casts, because we're only going to get a couple of them at best. Damage output is low. Could use... Actually, Soul Blight barely costs us any winds of magic at all. Only costs us 0.4 winds of magic, thanks to the refund of... Okay, that's a good number of them. Okay, let's do that. Because there's more on the way. Alright, we've got enough magic for one more dwellers below, so we've got to make this count. Okay, see how they're bringing everything in? This is what we were counting on. Are you the one that I needed? Get in there though. I've got enough wins to even do it with you, but it'd be cheaper with this one. That way I've still got some heals left. But this is everything. Everything is crowded around here. This is where we inflict the army losses. 20 seconds is all we're going to hold. Come on, guys. Because if they start running off, it's going to spread out their forces. 10 more seconds. 9. Because that's everything. We'll just get rid of all of them with this last cast. And I think we win. Yep. They get army lost, and this slows them down massively, and they're obliterated. Man, we cut that one really friggin' close. But we had to do it this way because otherwise we just wouldn't have had enough winds of magic to deal with them. And now we get the option to, of course, run down, especially the bears. Get rid of as many bears as possible. While also getting some heals in. But since we're standing in friendly territory, I imagine that... Well, actually, I don't know if we're actually allied to Karl Franz. I'm assuming we are. But I don't know, because we could still have backed him up even if we weren't allied. We just have to have the same enemies. To clear out as many of these as possible. But the big advantage for winning this battle here is all the experience that they're going to get now, so that the Lord will hopefully get a horse, and that light wizard that ran away hopefully can get evasion to get its speed up. Cool. But yeah, I think if we just flew around just spirit leeching and using Melkoth Mystify Miasma, we would never have won that battle. It just wasn't enough. We had to use like 1 or 2 Dwellers Below to just get rid of all of their Dryads. That was the weakness in their army, but I had to get rid of everything else first. I just couldn't do that first. And look, most of them survived. And obviously take the money.
I trust our dealings will bear fruit, Fred.
So let's have a look at the situation.
A face such as yours would make for an interesting gilded statue.
Good opportunity to go kill them then. That's very bad, and that's pretty bad, but that's a maximum of 50 Chaos Undivided corruption, and you'll have things that will help to mitigate the amount of corruption each province is taking. This is really bad. That could be the difference between you catching an enemy or not catching them. So, go with this. Because if we have a look here... Yeah, see, that's still not... Well, that's just one province, but if we go around having a look... So this one's going up by 2, and that's only for 5 turns, so that'll go up to 10. That's one public order problem, and then it will go away. And we could mitigate it just by switching it over to that one anyway. Just checking to see which provinces are going to have Chaos Corruption and by how much. Things. So that one's at +3, so that means it'll be at 15. These don't matter in terms of public order. +3, +4, so that'll end up at +20. Might be a good idea to switch that one. I mean, it's only 2 public order penalties, and it'll go away, so not a big deal. No, none of these are going to be severely impacted. But you already... Oh, actually... This one a little bit. You've gone with growth as opposed to trying to strip away the vampire corruption. But if you just switch it to host Festag, that'll... So it's already going away. Yeah, you have to exempt it from taxation. There. I think everywhere else looks fine. Because, yeah, he's not playing on legendary difficulty, so it's on very hard campaign difficulty. So it's a -4 public order penalty instead of -8, which is what I'm used to. Okay, so that happened over here, and looking at Karl Franz, getting pretty close to a confederation with him. And so back in, yeah, there it is, battle support for Reichland. I really feel like that should be a lot higher, considering if we weren't there, that settlement would have gotten blown up, but whatever. It's fine. And so there's a little bit of remnant force there, but it could also be a better opportunity to go and get Beckerfen. Now, there's a whole bunch of Chaos forces in the area here, but honestly, I really don't think this army is going to struggle with it as long as you give these guys that fucking item. The, where is it? Have you got it? Hourglass of the Shaiish Sands, yeah. So where is Gelt? Does he have it? Yeah, he's got it. So what you really should have done over that turn was take it out of Gelt's army, because there's no way that Gelt was going to get attacked this turn. Yeah, hand that item over the end turn to the army that is most likely going to be attacked, which would be that army again. Because that will make such a big difference, because if we had this, the Spirit Leeches would have been way cheaper, and would actually have returned us Winds of Magic, but we could have used the Last Rites. So I would have used Purple Sun to rack up some kills, and then we just would have had plenty of passive Winds of Magic, and I wouldn't have even had to have gotten into melee in order to be more efficient with the spellcasters, because yeah, I just didn't have to be efficient with them at all. You do not need unlimited Winds of Magic with that army. And then over here, yeah, so hit end turn they'll have a bit of extra Winds of Magic, so that's definitely good. So that's calm over there, so that means you'll have +3 instead of so where are you getting that extra Winds of Magic from? That +3 technology. Okay. So, and then the other one is from local. Oh, right. So you're going from +10 to -10. So it's actually a 20 difference. So you actually go down to -7 there. The other option is going to the Griffinwood, because yeah, you want to rack up as much magic as possible. If you're not going to utilize that item, if you have the item on, it doesn't matter at all. Another problem that you could end up facing, which if you're unlimited Winds of Magic shouldn't be that big of a deal, but if these forces here team up together, that could be very bad. But getting access to the settlement here is quite good. It'd only be a tier 1 settlement. And all you need to do with Karl Franz is get stronger than him, and you should be able to confederate him and get all this territory for yourself. Because yeah, he's definitely got the relationship requirement. Anything above 115 isn't going... Sorry, 150 isn't going to do anything extra. And now this guy here is on the horseback, so he'll be fine. And that light wizard, this one here, it did have evasion, so why is it slower than the other ones? That's weird. Why was it slower than the others? I'm just not sure. Maybe it just got unlucky? It just got caught? I'm not entirely sure. I just assumed it didn't have evasion. I didn't even look at its skill tree with what was available there. What have you got in terms of banners here?
To make men perfect.
Have you got... Oh, it's not banners. Have you got a banner of swiftness? It does not seem that you do. You got steel standard though, so that's definitely good. And they're all equipped to Gelt. And a ranger standard as well. All that could be very helpful. Because yeah, speed and unlimited Winds of Magic will just make this unstoppable. Especially, okay, hang on. This guy here. Okay, good. You will have access. I'll just do that one because you definitely need it. This one here, having access to Stalk. Make sure this guy is on foot. This guy was on. So not on foot, on horseback. This guy was on horseback. It auto put it back up to that one there because he leveled up. 2 levels throughout that battle. Yeah, because you get the level, you get the Pegasus at rank 16, so that makes sense. So he was at rank 15 before. Cool. If you've got that, then you can just withdraw this guy from the battlefield straight away now, if you don't want to utilize him. Either that or find an item that gives him Stalk, which... Forest... No, that provides Snipe. That's not the same thing. But yeah, this Doom stack is fine. Just need more Winds of Magic. So Channeling Stance can generate some more. And you've got another army over here. Okay, yeah, you basically got access to just smash Striker now. This army here, I reckon, would auto-resolve win against that. But I'll let you make that decision. This one should be able to force march over there, but just got to be careful because of that Winds of Magic.
The nation calls.
Yeah, definitely try to take out Dryka from here, because once that's gone, she won't be able to recruit anything other than, like, basic units, and of course, Tree Man Lords, and they're just not going to be that much of a threat ever again. But yeah, you've got a Chaos Tide coming in here, but your army here will definitely be able to handle it. Alright, cool. So definitely not a disaster campaign. I think everything is looking fine. It's just that situation there. It would have been easier for us to just fight the battle manually. Now, they probably would have blown up the settlement, but we would have been able to change their equipment, and also being the attacker usually makes things a lot easier. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.
And so little time.